Welcome back to my channel. This is Neha. Today we are going to discuss about Nidana Panchaka. What does this word says? Nidana Panchaka. So Nidana is a causative factor, Panchaka, the five factors behind the manifestation of the disease. So let's see the next concept, importance of Nidana Panchaka. The root cause for new beginning is called as Nidana Panchaka. So for the any beginning there should be a cause. So that is called as Nidana Panchaka. Nidana Panchaka are required for Roga Pariksha. So if you know the knowledge of Nidana Panchaka, then only we can say whether which disease is that. Causes, pathogenesis, premonitory symptoms, manifested symptoms to elicit cause and components of disease. These are all Nidana Panchaka. Causes means Nidana, pathogenesis is Samprapti, premonitory symptom is Purva Rupa, manifested symptoms is Rupa, and to elicit cause is Upashaya and components of disease. These are all called as Nidana Panchaka, 5 in number. So they are called as Nidana Panchaka. Nidana leads to symptom formation, that is Purva Rupa and Rupa. After there is a growing or there is a root cause, then it mainly leads to the Purva Rupa and Rupa. Next is Roga and Rogi Pariksha. Roga Pariksha. Roga Pariksha. The analysis of disease or examination of the disease is called Roga Pariksha, whereas Rogi Pariksha is examination of the patient who are suffering from the disease. Roga Pariksha, in that we study about the Vyadhi and also their causative factors. But here for the Rogi Pariksha, we include Trivida, Shadvida, Astasthana, Dashavida Pariksha are used for the examination of patient or for the Rogi Pariksha. In Roga Pariksha need textual knowledge. If you know the knowledge, that is Nidana Panchaka, then only we can say or diagnose the Roga or the disease. In Rogi Pariksha needs a good skill, intelligence and continuous practice. If he is not practicing, a engineer cannot come and diagnose or say the symptoms, or by seeing all the signs and symptoms in the patient, he cannot say this is a disease. So he need a good skill, he should be intelligent and it should have a continuous practice, then only is eligible for the examination of the patient. So in Nidana Panchaka, the first is Hetu. Hetu, their definition says it is a particular factor responsible for the origin of the disease is called Nidana. So let's see the synonyms. Synonyms are Nimitta, Hetu, Ayatana, Pratyaya, Uttana, Karana and Mula. So just keep it in mind all about the synonyms. And next, let's see the classification of Hetu. Based on the concept of disease, there are mainly four types: Sannikrishta, Viprakrishta, Vyabhichari and Pradhanika. Here Sannikrishta means the Nidana cause dosha, dushta to lead prakopa of dosha without undergoing chaya avastha. It says all about if any manifestation of the disease we have already seen in first year. So it should go from sanchaya, prakopa, prasara. These are all the stages of the Shatkriya Kala. So here in Sannikrishta, without going sanchaya avastha, the disease is leading to the prakopa. So these are independent of season. So it doesn't depend upon the season to manifestation of the disease. These changes can be brought even by the digestive changes. When there is a digestive changes, also this Sannikrishta can be seen. Diurnal changes over doshas make Sannikrishta Karana. For example, Rukshadi Ahara when consumed in night by patient develop jwara next day. Okay, so without undergoing chaya avastha, directly it says prakopa, that is development of the jwara next day. This is called Sannikrishta. So let's see, second one is Viprakrishta. Dependent on temporary state of dosha exhibit through chaya. In Sannikrishta, without chaya leading to prakopa, but here through the chaya. Example, chaya of kapha in hemanta rutu will cause disease in vasanta rutu at its prakopa avastha. So according to Kshatriya Kala, the chaya of kapha is hemanta rutu or sanchaya is hemanta rutu, but it is going to become prakopa avastha in vasanta rutu. This is called viprakrishta. Their accumulation of kapha in hemanta rutu is considered as viprakrishta karana of disease that will be manifested in vasanta rutu. Next, third is vyabhichari. It is the inferior cause which is not strong enough to produce disease independently. For example, consumption of viruddha ahara is unable to initiate morbidity in person doing regular exercise and naturally strong. A person doing a regular exercise, if we consume a junk food or viruddha ahara, so it independently cannot produce any disease. So next is pradhanika. Pradhanika, it says word denotes it is a pradhana or a prime or a strong cause that brings sudden morbidity or the death. Example is vishasevana. Next, another classification, asatma indriya. There are again three: asatma indriya, pragna parada, parinama. So asatma indriya artha sanyoga. So this is contact of asatma indriya with the artha or the object. Like example, hina, doing of hina, mithya or ati yoga. For example, we take here the example given is reading whole night without rest to eyes. This can be replaced by another example, just seeing the phone or smartphones or mobile or system or a PC for longer time. That is included as ati yoga of eyes. Okay, so it should not be done. It is asatma indriya artha sanyoga. Again, pragna aparata, knowingly doing the mistake. We know if we do this, it is again impacting on our body, but also knowingly we are doing the mistake. That is known as pragna aparada. Example, when shosha patient doing the exercise, the patient is very lean and he is doing a exercise that is not good for his health. Parinama, it is not under the his control or patient control. It is a bad consequence of abnormal seasonal variation, natural calamities. It is depending on his surroundings or seasonal variation due to natural calamities. Example, heavy rainfall. So heavy rainfall leads to flood or less rainfall leads to drought. That is what parinama says about. Second nidana panchaka is purva rupa. Purva rupa, before manifestation of the disease, features are seen in a patient which are manifested prodromal to disease. Such symptoms are called purva rupa. So it indicates occurring of coming disease. Okay, it purva rupa says about the or indicates about the occurrence of the coming disease. So classification, samanya and vishishta. Samanya is a general, vishishta means a special features. So let's see what is samanya. Samanya is a general symptom indicating forthcoming disease, but it will not give the information about involved dosha in the disease. So it is giving just a general symptom. It is not saying whether it is a vataja or pittaja or kafaja. So let's see the example. Aruchi Vivarnata, Ushmata or Purva Rupa indicating a manifestation of Jwara. But after some time, they cannot determine the dosha involved. So in Vishishta, indication of the dosha involved in the disease. Example, in Vata Jwara, there is a more jrumba or yawning, repeated yawning. So that indicates that is Vata Jwara. So it is indication of the dosha which is involved in the disease. So that is what difference between the Samanya and Vishishta. Next is third, Rupa. Rupa says about symptoms. It is not Rupa or beside auntie, girl. It is not a name of that one. Rupa means it is a symptom that indicate the manifested disease called as Rupa. So let's see the synonyms. Here, Linga, Akriti, Lakshana, Vyanjana. Just keep it in mind. Synonyms, Linga, Akriti, Lakshana, Vyanjana. So let's see the classification. Here also it is classified First, first is Pratiniyata Lakshana. So Pratiniyata Lakshana means prime symptoms. For example, let's see. Dravamala is Pratyatma Lakshana of Atisara. If there is a Atisara or a loose motion, Dravamala is a prime symptoms. So next is Doshaja Lakshana. So Doshaja Lakshana says Lakshana of a disease that indicates the involved dosha in the disease. Example, in Pittaja Vrana, Daha, Paka, Jwara. These are all the symptoms indicating the Pittaja Vrana. Next is Avastha Anusara Lakshana. Symptoms manifest according to the stage of the disease. Here, Avastha, according to the stage of the disease, symptoms will manifest. Example, Ama Atisara, association of Ama in Atisara. Next, fourth is Atura Samaveda Lakshana. Atura refers to patient. So here says symptoms only seen or felt by the patient. So that is, example, we can take pain, burning sensation. It can be only felt by the patient, not the physician. Patient can only complain or explain he's having a pain in the abdomen. So it cannot be experienced by the physician. That is called Atura Samaveda Lakshana. Vaidya Samaveda Lakshana is Vaidya. It is a sign which a physician can elicit and examine for disease diagnosis. So Vaidya only can do this. Example, like measuring of BP, like checking up of our BP, blood pressure. Okay. Next, difference between the Vyadhi and Lakshana. What is Vyadhi and Lakshana? So Vyadhi means a disease which give displeasure to the body. Okay, it is independent. There is a typing mistake, just correct it. It is independent. Lakshana is included under Vyadhi. Okay, Lakshana are included under Vyadhi. Vyadhi Pratyanyaka Chikitsa advised during Vyakta stage of Kriyakala. So let's see what is Lakshana. Lakshana means it is a manifested as a warning symptoms to protect the body against the invaded causative agents. So it is dependent on the Vyadhi. When Vyadhi is there, it is going to express itself as a Lakshana. So it is dependent on the Vyadhi. Group of symptoms indicate Vyadhi. Hetulinga Chikitsa advocated during the Prasara stage of Kriyakala, but in their Vyakta stage, here Prasara stage. Let's see next. Fourth is Upashaya. Upashaya means a treatment. It is a medicine, diet and regimen to bring about comfortness either by acting directly against cause of a disease and soothes the mind and body. Okay. Some symptoms are common to two disease. If disease exhibits such type of symptoms, then Anumana Pariksha is done. So let me clarify this sentence. If we example we take Shula in Janu Sandhi, there is a pain in the knee joint. So these is symptoms. It is both seen in Sandhivata as well as Amavata. So we cannot say whether the treatment should be given to this or that. So Anumana Pariksha should be done by applying a oil to that place or Janu Sandhi. So if there is a relief by applying a oil, there is a relief to that Sandhi or Janu Sandhi, we can say it is a Sandhivata. If there is an increase in the pain, so it can be considered as Amavata. So that is how Anumana Pariksha is done. So let's see the types of Upashaya. Actually there are two types, Viparita and Viparita Arthakari. So in Viparita again, Hetu Viparita Aushada, Hetu Viparita Anna, Hetu Viparita Vihara. Next, Vyadhi Viparita Aushada, Vyadhi Viparita Anna, Vyadhi Viparita Vihara. Ubhaya Viparita Aushada, Ubhaya Viparita Anna, Ubhaya Viparita Vihara. Next, in Viparita Arthakari, Hetu Viparita Arthakari Aushada, Hetu Viparita Arthakari Anna, Hetu Viparita Arthakari Vihara. Vyadhi Viparita Arthakari Aushada, Vyadhi Viparita Arthakari Anna, Vyadhi Viparita Arthakari Vihara. Ubhaya Viparita Arthakari Aushada, Ubhaya Viparita Arthakari Anna, Ubhaya Viparita Arthakari Vihara. So let's see what is this. Hetu Viparita Aushada. So here Hetu Viparita. Viparita matlab it is a opposite quality given to suppress the disease. So Hetu Viparita Aushada. Aushada what can be given? So opposite to the disease. For example, when we have Shita Jwara, So Ushnaja Aushadhi should be given. So that is what Shunti. If in case of Anna, so in case of Vata Jwara, so Mamsarasa is given as a Anna for decrease in the Vata Jwara. So in case of Vihara, what to do? Vihara, if in case kapha is increased in our body, so waking up all the night, so we can decrease the kapha or increased kapha can be decreased. So this is how it is done. In the same way, vyadi viparita aushada. So in case of vyadi, like atisara happens, so aushada is given is kutaja, which is opposite quality should be given. That is how it is done. Next, let's see about viparita arthakari. Viparit, let's see hetu viparita arthakari vihara. So it increases or it is going to support the cause of the disease. Example, we will take vyadi viparita arthakari anna. Okay, use of milk as a purgative in atisara. So it is again increasing the bowel movement and also it removes the doshas. Okay, so milk we know it is increases the bowel movement. So actually a patient is having atisara, so by giving again milk it increasing the bowel movement. So this is viparita arthakari. Let's see, next concept is anupashaya. Anupashaya means it is totally opposite to the upashaya. Okay, so opposite quality to the upashaya is called as anupashaya. So let's see, aushada, ahara, vihara which are not conducive to the body and develop displeasure to the body is called anupashaya. It is also called as asatmya. It is opposite qualities of upashaya. Last is samprapti. Samprapti means pathogenesis. It means pathogenesis deals with the evolution of the disease. Let's see the classification, that is bheda based on sankhya. Okay, denotes the number of subtypes of disease. So example, 5 types of kasa. Okay, ashtaja jwara, so indicating the number there. Next is vikalpa, based on vikalpa, alteration of dosha according to the alteration of property in the proportional way. Okay, alteration of the doshas according to the alteration of the property. Next is pradhanya, means dominating. If 2 doshas out of 3 dosha get vitiated or dushita, the term used is tara. Okay, tara. So T-A-R-A, tara, as a predominant one. If 3 dosha also get vitiated, then what term should be used? Tama should be used. T-A-M-A, tama. Okay. Next classification is bhala samprapti. So it is knowing about the main dosha indicating strength and also weakness. Next, kala samprapti. It is the determination of altered doshas by aggregation of property of particular doshas at particular time. Example, aggravation of kapha dosha in morning diet in kaphacha vyadi. Next, vidhi samprapti. Vidhi means types or variety of disease. Example, nija, agantuja. On basis of doshaja, we can say vata, pitta and kapha. So next is, last concept is samprapti ghataka. So what is samprapti ghataka? Samprapti, pathogenesis ghataka is components. The components involved in samprapti of the disease is called samprapti ghataka. Dosha, dushya, agni, ama, srotas, dushti, roga, adhishtana, udbhavasthana. These are all the samprapti ghataka. Let's see one by one. First is dosha. Dosha, let's take vata. Okay, in vata, sanchaya, in sanchaya, okay, as kriya kala sanchaya, stabda purna koshtata. Okay, in as prakopa koshtat sancharana. In the same way we have already seen in first year, so no need to explain more. So let's see about dusha. Dusha, it is always found in association with the dosha. Okay, the other elements like lasika, udaka, vasa included as a part of dosha. So for example, sweat, from the sweat also there is a pathogenesis. It also leads to the manifestation of some disease. Agni, agni, how is this agni? So if agni dushti, if there is agni dushti, example mandagni, So Mandagni, it is dominated by Kapha, causes Ama Ajirna. Okay. If it is Vishamagni, it is dominated by Vata, it leads to Vishtamba Ajirna. Next, if it is Tikshna, it is dominated by Pitta, it causes Vidagda Ajirna. Okay. Next, Ama. So, Ama is a condition in which manifests due to dosha dusha combination with results Ama. Okay, in the formation of various kinds of disorders. So, Ama is a condition which manifests due to dosha dusha combination with Ama, results in the formation of various kinds of disorder. Ama with dosha leads to formation of the various kinds of disorder. Srotas. Srotas is channels. In channels, Dushta dosha and Dushya circulate, and also Srotro Drushti Karana of Srotas and Lakshana. Okay, next Srotro Drushti Prakar. First dosha, Dhatu and Mala gets vitiated, and these Dushita dosha and Dhatu circulate in Srotas, causes Dushita of Srotas and finally damage the Srotas. We can see 4 types of Srotro Drushti. Example, Ati Pravritti, excessive or hemorrhage. Sangha, blockage or a tumor. Vimarga Gamana means taking deviations, not going in a proper way. And Shirogranthi, these are all the Srotra Drushti Lakshana. Next is Adhisthana, where the disease is going to become chief site. Okay, the chief site of disease can be even body or mind. Next is Udbhavasthana, Udbhava, so place from where disease start, where it is going to start. Roga Marga, Roga Marga means it is a pathway where carrying the disease producing agents. It carries the disease producing agents. Already we have discussed about in the previous video about Roga Marga. So again, let's see Vyaktasthana. So place where symptoms of disease are finally seen in manifested state. Vyakta. Vyakta means finally Vyakta. It means shown. Finally shown. Where symptoms of disease are finally seen in manifested stage. Upadrava. Upadrava means a disease associated with complication gives additional suffering to the patient. Upadrava, if a patient is suffering from one disease, along with that disease there is a complication and producing the other disease, so that is known as Upadrava. Sadhya, asadhyata, so based on doshas, if in case there is a one dosha is involved, so it can be cured easily. If there is a two doshas with the difficulty, it can be somehow cured. If there is a three dosha also involved in the disease, it is asadhya. Okay, these are all the samprapti gatakas we have seen. So today we all discussed about the concept of Nidana Panchaka. Mainly Nidana Panchaka are Hetu, Samprapti, Purva Rupa, Rupa and Upashayartha. Nidana Panchaka mainly it is leads to the Nidana leads to the formation of next upcoming procedures. And today we going to wind up this lecture. So let's meet in the next video. Thank you for watching this video.